Hey everyone, it's Jork. Welcome back. Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. Wanted to make this video because recently I shared a gentleman's 200 reasons why Portugal is not the place to be, or at least at the moment, or things over his 4 years that he became very frustrated with. And one of them, one of the reasons I completely agree with is the legal system in Portugal. And I wanted to put this up here because so many people right now are in a position where they applied in their home consulate in their home country and they're waiting for the appointment in Portugal. Or they had their appointment in Portugal and they've been waiting months, in some cases years, plural, to get their initial temporary resident card. And then likewise, fast forward to renewals, whether it be the first renewal, a second renewal, a third renewal, regardless of how many renewals, people have more and more people are increasingly waiting a year or two to get their renewal card. So there's the idea of, well, let's sue the government, let's sue the agency to get this thing moving along and whatnot. And again, going back to those 200 reasons was my complete lack of faith in the legal system in Portugal. And this is coming from Portuguese, that it takes years to get anything resolved. At best case scenario, it takes years to get anything resolved. So there's no point in going and suing the government or in suing this agency. And furthermore, like going here and suing, unless people want their money back and they're not going to move forward with Portugal, if somehow they want maybe their legal fees paid for, or maybe they used a third party to get like their NIF and bank account, maybe that's what they're looking for here. But if they believe that, let's say they file a lawsuit and they're going to get AIMA or the government to provide more resources, which is human resources, more bodies, that's been the whole point the whole time, to take more applications, to figure out maybe a more automated way to deal with the initial intake as well as the renewal of temporary resident permits, and just more people that need to be involved in the process. Suing isn't going to get the job done. It just creates more of an issue, and it doesn't help. And I know depending on what country you're from, if there's frustration with something, or if you think you have a legal case, going to court would be a viable solution for you to get some sort of equitable outcome, get some remedy for action. But in this case, there is no point. And I'm saying that not because I have any experience, because I have zero experience with the court system in Portugal. But what I do have is my old neighbors and people that I talk to who are Portuguese going, it's a waste of time. And from looking at news articles where it takes years for things to come up, if this is something that resonates with you, and it might, because most people watching this are immigrants or expats from some country, that you want to get in on this, the outcome isn't probably what you want. It's not going to result in them hiring 1,000 new employees that are going to be taking care of the backlog and front end of the front, middle, and back end of immigration issues right now. Just not going to happen. So I wanted to put this up because I know that there was a petition recently, and I did make a short video about that, an update, and there are a couple of people that message saying, could you get the word out about this? And I'm going to, but I'm going to file this under it's a lost cause. And not to be Debbie Downer about this, but it's a reality of if you want to be stuck in court for years and paying legal fees for an outcome that may not be what you want, have at it. But otherwise, I would just try to keep working on your particular issue, whether it be the initial temporary residence, the renewal, or if it's permanent residency and citizenship, trying to keep working with the government, keep working with if you're working through an attorney, keep working through them to try to get some movement here and there. That's what my recommendation would be. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch these videos, and enjoy your travels.